Let's talk about Kid Buu, the original and purest form of Majin Buu, in Japanese known as Majin Buu Junsui, which means pure Majin Buu, the purest original form, and his mysterious origins. And I say mysterious because at one time we had a clear-cut answer as far as who the creator of Majin Buu was originally, but unfortunately, this became another victim of a classic Toriyama retcon from an interview that he would do many, many years later. Now, in the original serialization of Dragon Ball in Japan back in the 90s and the Dragon Ball Z anime, we were told explicitly that Bibidi, the warlock, Babidi's father, was the original creator of Majin Buu. And we don't know much about Bibidi except for the fact that he was a very powerful magician at one time and he had a vendetta against the Kais. And so when he created Kid Buu in the original story, this is a story that was told by Kaioshin to our cast, Majin Buu was a complete savage made up of pure evil and a serious threat to the gods of Dragon Ball at the time. Now, I'm sure many folks are wondering, well, where were the gods of destruction? Where was Beerus and Whis during the time that Majin Buu rampaged all over the sacred Kai realm? Well, the easy answer and the true answer is Toriyama had not come up with those characters until 2012 and 2013 with Battle of Gods, which was several years, in fact, over a decade after Majin Buu appeared in the manga. And that's the real answer. I mean, if you want to know any other reason, maybe Beerus was asleep. There is no in-universe reason as to where Beerus and Whis were at the time. Maybe Beerus wasn't even God Destruction. I mean, who knows? Because the events of Kid Buu rampaging all over the Supreme Kai realm happened millions of years ago. In fact, in Daizenshu 7, it states that this happened approximately 5 million years ago when Bibidi created Buu, and there was a threat because Buu was destroying planets as well as trying to wipe out the Supreme Kais until he was finally stopped. So for over a decade, that is the story that we were told. However, in the July 2014 issue of Saikyo Jump, the 12 Buu Mysteries, Naho Ishii and Toriyama's Q&A, Toriyama gives a very different answer. Toriyama was asked, how did Bibidi make Majin Buu? What process was there and what were Buu's ingredients? So Toriyama responds with, though in the manga Kaioshin said that Bibidi created him or made him, the truth is that the one called Buu was not actually created by Bibidi, but has existed since time immemorial. He cycled between rampages and long hibernation. During numerous iterations of this cycle, he absorbed the evil elements of mankind, becoming more violent. Now, when he says mankind, he's not talking about human beings on Earth. He just means overall, like mortals, sort of like the whole Zamasu thing, Ningen, which can be used both ways. So Majin Buu was not originally evil according to Toriyama's retcon. Instead, he became evil as time went by and more violent. He goes on to write, Bibidi merely knew the means of calling Buu out from his long slumber, so he knew how to conjure up Majin Buu, but he did not create Majin Buu. And then Toriyama would say, since the current Buu is a slightly different life form due to changes brought about when the evil Buu was expelled, it's not known whether he'll still go into his long hibernation, which in fact, in Dragon Ball Super, he went into several hibernations several times, and it kind of became a joke. But anyways, the phrase time immemorial pretty much means it is a time extending beyond reach of memory, record, or tradition, indefinitely ancient. It does not necessarily mean that Majin Buu was there from the beginning of time. So even to this day, we do not know who the actual real creator of Majin Buu is, or maybe he did exist since the beginning of time. Unfortunately, there's no answers, and maybe the Namekian Book of Legends knows, but pretty much it just means that there's no memory or a time out of mind. Those are the two origins of Majin Buu, the original one that Kaioshin told us about, and the retconned Toriyama one. Which origin story do you like more, and do you think we'll ever see Buu again, at least Kid Buu, and do you think that Mortal had anything to do with the creation of Kid Buu? Let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to y'all very soon.